Beast gauge. I don't know what that is. Okay. Welcome back, my friend. I can see that you've not neglected your training. For my part, I fear that deciphering the ancient chronicles of my people is proving to be much more a demanding task than I had imagined. Mind you, hasn't helped that I've been somewhat preoccupied of late. A comrade of mine from my days in the company of heroes asked me to do a favor. It's taken me back and forth across the realm like some bloody fairy. I'm on a hunt for some mysterious feral beast that's been terrorizing small folk. People don't know where this monstrosity came from, but witnesses say its thirst for blood is unlike any they've ever seen. Unfortunately, my time spent in pursuit of the beast, this time I have not spent studying the chronicles. I'm sorry to say that I have made little progress. However, while on the road, I was able to decipher one passage that may be of interest to us both. From what I can gather, the chronicles tell of an ancient set of armor forged by my ancestors in the flames of the seven hells and inscribed with the same arcane incantations that adorn the soul of the warrior. It would seem that this mighty armor was passed down from hero to apprentice for centuries, until one man, driven by rage and vainglory, cast all 5 pieces from Abalathia's highest peak. Since that day, the armor has remained lost, and with it, the power it harbors. As far as I can make out, the next passage in the Chronicles concerns the whereabouts of these missing artifacts. I've only been able to make sense of the odd words thus far. Still, I must confess some excitement. Imagine what a warrior clad in such garb could achieve. If only my brother were here. We could decipher the text together and spread the teachings of our people to the entire realm. Alas, he is not. His whereabouts are as hidden to me as those of the ancient armor. I would like you to meet him, if only so that you can have looked upon a true warrior. Well, perhaps you still shall. Yours is not as large as most people perceive. Paths cross, fates intertwine. Such is the will of the spinner, and it may be that my brother has chosen a similar path to mine. But I've rambled long enough. You're here to take the next step in your training, and so I shall oblige. The southern reaches of Thanalan in the Sagoli Desert, a god-forsaken wasteland of naught but sand that stretches as far as the eye can see, is here that the Leviathan of the Dune lurks, a sandworm of gargantuan proportions. When facing the mammoth creature, you will soon realize that the feeble hacks and slashes of your puny axe are ill-sated for the task of felling such a foe. But do not let this dissuade you. Wake the slumbering beast within and summon forth a strength that transcends the limits of your physical form. Oh, is that all? Mind you, first you'll have to find the beast, and that might prove a tall order in itself. You tribe that inhabits the Forgotten Springs is wise to the movements, the denizens of the desert. Should you want for guidance, I wager they could point you in the right direction. Whew, that was a lot of words. Get me out of this fate. It sounds like I'm going to the Ul'dah region. Speak with the residents of the Forgotten Springs. I used to have the way there memorized. I feel like I went to the desert a lot for some reason. That might have been for the kitty. Stop it. He's just knocking things off of desks. And I'm really concerned because I have drinks on this. What was I saying? Yeah. The The last time I played through the game seriously, I was a paladin. And I feel like a lot of the paladin quests brought me to the desert. Maybe all job quests bring you there. It's kind of like the next step. Alright, now is a good time to figure out where we're actually going. The gold saucer. It's like we head to Eastern Thanland. Now, it looked like there might be a little gate shortcut down the street here. I feel like we're nearing a part where, like, you usually lose interest if you haven't been paying attention to the story. Because there's a lot of running around involved. And if you're not, like, reading the story along the way, it can get really boring. But I remember... which road actually takes me where I'm going? Not this one. But yeah, I remember being at around this part many times. Like, I would finish the level 30 job quest, get dressed up in the gear, and be like, oh man, I have to go back to Vesper Bay and chat just to go to another city and chat, and then go back to Vesper Bay and chat. You should pop by in Little Alamigo. I feel like I'm gonna be back here eventually. Oh hey, I got a horse. And by horse, I mean fat Chonkobo. It's gonna take me a little bit to remember that I actually have a mount. Oh, Chonkobo, keep. We attune ourselves to this. And then back to the streets. Let's see, where's the desert we're going to? Seems to be a whole lot of walking. Alright. Left. And hug the right wall, sorta. Level 45, Thaumaturge. Maybe I have taken a bad turn here. These guys gonna kill me? Run, Tubby. No, leave me alone, dapper zombies. I think that fate is actually important to the Hildebrand quest line. Which, if you're looking for some fun side content, that might be for you. It could be a little too cheesy for you, but it's good content. This is a good time to remind you that I am only doing the main story quest and that there's like tons and tons of really cool side content to do. Oof, we made it. We touch the Chocobo Porter, we touch the crystal. Ooga Moogly, how are you doing? The Leviathan of the Dunes. I saw the fearsome bugger not a week ago, preying on a group of merchants south of Bjorgot Strike. The smart ones dropped their wares, turned tail, and ran. The dumb ones, well, at least they can say they died rich. There's a lot of people hanging outside in the middle of the desert. Is that a thing people do? Hey, I've seen the beast. Stands 3 miles high, he does, and stirs up sandstorms with each writhe and wriggle. Showed up in my hunting field some years ago, and has been swallowed up, and has been swallowing up my would-be prey in that gaping maw of his ever since. Like, I assume that in real life, if you go to like a desert village, you don't find people just like lounging around outside. Maybe it's even hotter indoors? What do I know? Sandworms are particularly sensitive to the vibrations of the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of the beasts, then I suggest you search for their tracks and then run about making as much of a clamor as possible. I would also suggest you seek a cure for your madness. Alright, now what kind of sandworm are we dealing with? Is it like a dune sandworm? Or is it more like tremors? Oh, look at these little guys. These are not the giant ones. Those are just normal sized ones. I'm remembering the desert area of what's it called? World of Warcraft. The place with the little goblin city in the middle of it. It's like Gadget Gazan or something like that. Doesn't look nearly as cool as this. I feel like it's hard to make a desert look cool. Like, it's sand. Lots of it. Do you mind, Drake? Can't remember. Is Drake the one that likes the small folk, or is that Kendrick? Either way, bugger off. Did I do it? I did it. Report to Curious Gorge. Is he still over by the waterfall? He is. Oof. And that would be a huge walk. I'm gonna go ahead and take the teleport on that one. Let me select the thing. Thank you. Dang it. Okay, fine. I'll use my keyboard and mouse. There. Happy now? Hey, it's night. Hey, it's a Chonkobo keep. Mine's bigger. I imagine this is how it feels driving a Cybertruck around. Like, real cool, but man, people are gonna judge. I imagine people have a lot of strong feelings about the thing. Ew. Old, her crystal grows ever stronger, and felling the raging sandworm, the beast within you is slowly but surely rouses to wakefulness. When you next do battle, methinks you will find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you've mastered your new talents, return to me. In the meanwhile, I shall continue my study of the ancient texts. Yay! Ooh, a movie. You hear the whispers of the ancient ancestors. Or village ancestors? Beast gauge expanded. Okay, what is this? Beast gauge displays the current strength of the warrior's wrath. The animalistic rage is required to execute several actions, such as the inner beast and steel cyclone, and will grow weaker upon using them. Using certain actions will increase the beast gauge. Okay. So, Got Inner Beast here. That is about all I know. Can I drag that off a little off to the side? It's a little bit distracting. Like down here, maybe? That feels good. Cancel that. Save that. All right. Oh. So it appears entirely when I'm in tank mode. Otherwise... Ah, he just puts horns on it. Okay. I'm learning. And what is this new thing I've learned? Inner Beast. Okay, yeah, that's the skill. Delivers an attack with a potency of 330. Okay. Wait, how's that compared to other things I do? Potency... Combo potency, 380. 150. 250. Now, does the combo potency add on top of things? I'm just trying to imagine, like, the frequency in which I need to Inner Beast. I mean, I think we're far, far away from optimal play levels here. Or at least them being necessary. But these are the sort of things I think about. As for right in this moment, I imagine... Hang on, I don't have a quest. We come in peace. I think I'm supposed to go to... Boraloo. At the guild? The Twin Adders Guild company? House? Clan? Group? Conglomerate? Hegemony? Hegemony? Hershey's Kisses in chat, in-game chat says don't do drugs. They're too expensive in Australia. Good to know. I mean, like, you know, pick your reason. There's lots of good reasons. I should probably not hang out in general chat while streaming. Like, I assume there's some kind of censorship and filtering. You never can be too careful. Event? Battle? I'll leave the event chat up. I could just close the whole thing too. But one of these days I'm gonna want to talk to somebody. Theoretically. Alright, let's see.